Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome back to our literacy lessons. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend and you are ready to get back into home learning. Right, we're going to be doing something different today. We are going to be learning how to write a list. So I'm going to bring us back over now to our lesson and we will begin now. Now, here we are. So today we are learning to understand what a list is. So we're doing something nice and simple today. We are identifying what lists look like, okay? And the second thing we're going to be doing is we're going to think of examples of lists. Nice and easy. So we've got a new high frequency word this week. It is off. 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 Your turn. Off. Off. Excellent. And we spell our word off. Off. Your turn. Off. Excellent. Do we think we could come up with some off sentences? I'll go first and then you can have a go. Can you turn the lights off, please? Excellent. Take your coat off inside. Excellent. Make sure the lights are off in the daytime. Super work. Now I'm going to give you about 20 seconds to have a little think of your own off sentence. Off, off you go. There's another one. Super work. I heard some super off sentences there. Make sure in your afternoon briefing later, you tell your teacher your off sentence. Now, we've got some new star words this week. Our first one is list. 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 Excellent. Our next word is rocket. 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 Super. And our last one is moon. 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 Super work. Excellent. So here we are. I have our new story of the week. Now, sadly, Miss Houston is still in Ireland, so she doesn't have the book with her. So we're going to be listening to an audio of the book. And I promise tomorrow I will read the book to you, okay? But this is our story, and it's called Whatever Next. Have a little look at the front cover of this book. What do you think the story may be about? I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to have a think about what the story could be about, and I want you to say it out loud. I wonder what it could be about. Excellent, I've heard some really good ideas. I think it looks like the bear is flying somewhere. Where do you think the bear might be going? Have a little think. Where could the bear be going? He looks to be in a box, but there's fire coming out of the bottom of the box. Kind of looks like it could be a rocket. But where do rockets go? Excellent. I heard some great ideas. I heard someone say space, and I heard someone say the moon, and someone said the stars. They are all great ideas. Let's listen to the story and find out. So I'm just going to bring you back here now for 1 second because I need to share the story with you and I need to make sure the sound is on. Include system audio. Perfect. Right, off we go.
Whatever Next by Jill Murphy. Can I go to the moon? Asked Baby Bear. No, you can't, said Mrs. Bear. It's bath time. Anyway, you'd have to find a rocket first. Baby Bear found a rocket in the cupboard under the stairs. He found a space helmet on the draining board in the kitchen and a pair of boots on the mat by the front door. He packed his teddy and some food for the journey and took off up the chimney. Whoosh! Out into the night. An owl flew past. That's a smart rocket, he said. Where are you off to? The moon, said Baby Bear. Would you like to come too? Yes, please, said Owl. An aeroplane roared out of the clouds. Baby Bear waved, and some of the passengers waved back. On and on they flew, up and up, above the clouds, past millions of stars, till at last they landed on the moon. Yeah. There are no trees, said the owl. It's a bit boring, said Baby Bear. Shall we have a picnic? What a good idea, said the owl. We better go, said Baby Bear. My bath must be now. Off they went, down and down. The owl got out and flew away. Goodbye, he said. It was nice to meet you. It rained and rained, dripped through Baby Bear's helmet. Home went Baby Bear, back down the chimney and onto the living room carpet with a bump. Mrs. Bear came into the room. Look at the state of you, she gasped as she led him away to the bathroom. Why, you look as if you've been up the chimney. As a matter of fact, said Baby Bear, I've been up the chimney. I found a rocket and went to visit the moon. Mrs. Bear laughed. You and your stories, she said. Whatever next?
Very good. Did we like that story? Yes, excellent. Well, some of you were correct. He was going up to the moon, just like you predicted. And today, what we are going to be doing is we are going to be writing a list of things we may need or bring if we were going to the moon. Now, I would like to just show you what a list looks like. Okay, so this is a list. Okay, and this is our picture of a list. And lists are usually some things that people write down to help them remember different jobs or tasks. So for example, you could have a shopping list. You could be going, or mummies and daddies could be going to the shop and bringing a list with them of all the items that they need to get so they won't forget anything. And as they do their shopping, they might have their pen with them and they might say, milk, tick, I've got that. Bread, get the bread, put it in your basket, tick, we've got our bread. Ham, tick, into our basket. And when they have finished ticking everything on their list, they know that they're finished their shopping. Miss Houston likes to write to-do lists. So I like to write down different things that I need to do in a day, and I like to tick them off as I do them. So if I was at home and I might have to clean the bathroom, do the washing, make the dinner, clean the kitchen, and as I do them, I might say tick, tick, tick. So I know that by the time I'm done my list and everything is ticked off, I know I'm done all the jobs I needed to do. There might be different lists that might be a little bit more suitable for you guys. There's a list that Miss Quadri, Mr. Woodruff, and Miss Houston use every morning to make sure everyone is at school. It's a list we call out all the different names and we tick if you're in school, and we might mark it if you're not. Does anyone know what that list could be? The register, excellent. And the register is a list that we as teachers use to tick off. It's a list of your names and we tick off as we call your names, don't we? Another list you might be a bit more familiar with and that might have used in the last few months is a list to a very special man, a list of things you may want or you may ask for if you've been good. And this man brings them down and leaves them in a stocking for you. What list might that be? Your Santa list, exactly. So you might have written a little Santa list. There's lots of different lists we use, and they're just a few examples. But we know that lists, they're like this. I actually have an example of my to-do list. They go down. And they're just usually, that one's actually not a very good one because that's my to-do list, but usually shopping lists have only one word, or most lists only have one word, and they go down the page. We don't go across for a list, we go down. So we write, and then we skip a line, and then we go down again. I'm going to give you an example of that in a minute. But now we need to have a think of what we may pack when we go to space. So imagine you are sitting there and you are thinking, right, I'm going to be like Little Bear and I need to go to space. What do I need to pack? Well, Miss Houston is going to show you what she is going to pack. I'm just going to move my chair. So the first thing I think I need when I'm going to space is safety precautions. So the first thing I need is my moon boots. So I would bring my moon boots so I could safely walk on the moon. 1, 2, my moon boots. So when I'm walking, I can walk and land on the moon and safely. The second thing I would pack is my helmet, because I want to be safe on the moon, and if any flying rocks or asteroids are passing by, they might clunk me on the head, but I would be safe because I've got my helmet. The next thing I would pack, because, this is going to be a long journey and I might get hungry, I would pack my lunch. And I've packed a nice pear and a sandwich for my lunch. And the last thing I would bring, because going to the moon is quite far away and I might feel a little bit lonely. So I'm going to bring a friend. And my friend is my teddy bear. So I would bring my teddy. So the first thing I would bring is my moon boots. The second thing I would bring is my helmet. The third thing I would bring is some lunch. And the fourth thing I would bring is my teddy. I am going to go and write that list now, and you are going to see how we write them. Okay, well done, everybody. Okay, boys and girls, so here I have it. I have my moon boots, I have my lunch, I have my helmet, and I have my teddy, all ready for when I'm going to the moon. So if you want to just come and look down here, I am going to show you how to write a list for the moon. So the first thing I'm going to write is my boots. Now, when you're writing a list, you may not be able to spell everything, but we want you to really try and use your Fred Talk to spell the words, okay? So, the first word I'm going to write is boots. So, sometimes you can write either a line like that and write your word, or you can write a number 1 if you want. So what I think I might do today is number 1. The first thing I'm going to bring to the moon is my boots. So I'm going to try and spell boots. B-O-O-T-S. Boots. Right, the second thing I'm going to bring to the moon is my helmet. So number 2, helmet. I went down underneath my first one. I didn't write it next to it. Let's go down. So the second thing I'm going to bring is my helmet. We're going to split it up into 2 different sides of the word. So we're going to say hell. Huh? Hell met. Helmet. And it's okay if you don't get these perfectly right spelling. If you use your Fred talk, that is perfect. So now I'm going to go 1, 2, and 3. So number 3. And I'm going to write lunch because I'm going to bring my lunch. Lunch. Lun. Lunch. What is my special friend? Excellent. Well done, reception. Lunch. And 1, 2, 3, 4. My 4th thing I'm going to bring to the moon is my teddy. We spell teddy. What does it begin with? Can you help me? T for teddy. Excellent. T. Next sound. T. Excellent. Ted. D. Excellent. Now, would you believe it? It goes Ted and then D. So we need to put another D. And the sound that actually makes the E sound is a, y. So that is my list. I have number 1, my boots. Number 2, helmet. 3, lunch. 4, teddy. So what I want you to do is I want you to have a look around your house and pick 4 things you think would be important to bring on your trip to the moon. I want you to take a picture with them and then write your list. Now remember, we don't mind about spellings as long as you've used your Fred talk. So then you're going to write your list and share it with us on Seesaw. Well done everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow.